Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing my June monthly rewind spread, and this is just a look back at the last rewind spread I did, and this was actually the first one that I did on camera, and I was really excited about how this kit ended up looking. I did learn some things, so hopefully this next one turns out even better. But moving on to the page, I'm going to be using these Frank Hearts Fuse stickers this today, I guess. I was gonna say this month, but this is a rewind spread, so. But anyways, this is the sheet with the two headers for the top, and this is a big sticker, and it comes with these barrier things. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in, and then we have all of these functional stickers to go along with it. And I'm not too sure if I want to pull in other stickers yet. I haven't quite decided, so I'm kind of gonna go about that as we go along in this spread, I guess. I've gone back and forth while I've been pre-planning, so I'm not too sure, but we'll see. I think I might, if there's something that I really don't have an icon for in the kit, I think I'm going to turn to the kit first and be like, okay, is there anything that I can use in here? And then if there's not, it's okay, then I'll just pull something out. But let's line all of this up. I was kind of worried about how this was gonna work, because I've never done this whole barrier thing, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. Although it is hard to get it off of. This is glossy paper, so it's not the most removable thing on the planet, but it's okay, it's okay. We'll figure it out. But the second that I saw this kit up on her shop, I freaked out, because this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I love this so much. But anyways, moving on to the other side, you have the quote, "I have the soul of the adventurer and the mind of a dreamer." That's pretty cool. I wish I went somewhere for June, so that this would be applicable, but alright guys, that was a bit of a mess, but I figured it out. We put it back together. I totally forgot to put this down, and then I was trying to figure out why these are longer than the boxes, but it's okay. I think I figured it out. So then this July box is gonna go down here to cover up this day. This day in July, the first day of July. And then I think I'm going to put in these other full boxes, because I kind of planned out. I have this little planner that someone sent me, a pen pal sent me, and I kind of have decorated it in the past few months with washi and just wrote down the important stuff. So this is what I used to pre-plan, if you guys were wondering. But I did kind of pre-plan where I wanted to put these. So let's see here. I'm going to put this one on the 6th. Because these are days that I'm I didn't do anything, and I don't want there to be just a random space. But these are not cut, they're not, I don't know how to explain this, words. I think they're made so that they go over the lines. I think that's what they're made to do. So I'm gonna put these down, and there's 4 of them, so I just selected 4 random days. The 21st, and what was the other one? I picked another one. What was it? Oh, the 18th. The 18th is Father's Day, but I thought I could always just cover it up, and if there was whatever we did, I could put it on top of that. But there's these little holiday things. She didn't do full boxes like Planning Roses does, or little bars what is it, Scribble Prints Co. She does these little flags. So summer started on the 21st, and then Father's Day was on the 18th. And then Ramadan ends when? Oh, on the 25th. And Flag Day, I believe, was the 14th. Yeah. So we'll just stick those in. And I think the next thing, maybe we'll do like the sidebar portion. That sounds good. Okay, so some of you guys like gave me some ideas in my last plan with me on like what to mark down, and I thought those were like really cool ideas. So I'm gonna try and do that. My only thing is that like the what's it called? The like headers don't really go with it, but I'm thinking because there's all of these like labels and whatnot, I might be able to get away with, I don't know, not doing that, I guess. So let's kind of see. Maybe I'll use one of these as like the header, because I don't think these will all take up the sidebar, like just the 3 of these. So we'll do events. I'm gonna do goals and busy bits and reminders. That sounds good. And since they're all a different color, I'll just match up the checkbox to that, and then I guess we'll see what's left. I wouldn't say that it was a super productive month, but I also wouldn't say that it wasn't. I think in some areas of my life I was like super productive, in some areas I wasn't. Like Instagram, for example, I could have been better. And but I did end up like getting super, like I got into like a cleaning schedule and I started working out and, you know, all of that fun stuff. But I would say that there have been better moments on like some things, like I said, with like Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm gonna stick in this glitter box down here. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. I think I'm just gonna like think while I finish the spread on like what I'm gonna do with this sidebar. But anyways, there's the sidebar and I actually really love it. I love these colors so much. Okie dokie. So let's go day by day. It might be tedious, but I think it's gonna work the best. So on Monday I had the 1st, I had 3 bills due, and I think what I decided was to do the monies, like the money signs, and on the days that I had multiples, I'd use these small ones, and then on the days that I had singles, I'd use the flags. I think that's gonna work the best. So, I believe these are all the same size. So, let's just do one of each color and stack these. And this was all that happened on the 1st, so I don't mind just putting all of these in. And then I can write what they were on top of them. And she does give a lot of money signs, and then she also gives paydays, so I think she is, like, even though she doesn't have, like, a specific bill due sticker, she is, like, thinking about it. So there are those, and then on the 2nd, it was my payday, which they're just little flags, so I think I'll just put these in. Oh wait, no, they're all different this month, that's right. Okay, so we'll put that in. And then it was the 2nd, so anniversary. Let's use a glittery one. Let's go with this light blue. And we went to Color Me Mine to celebrate that. So I do want to mark that, and I think this is something that I'm going to pull out like an icon for, because, you know, like that's not really in here, like the icon for Color Me Mine. So I'm going to use the heart down here. Let's go with gray. And then for Color Me Mine, I'll use one of these bigger boxes because this looks fun. Was that it? Yeah. And then I'm gonna use my brushes like I did in my weekly spread to mark that. And these are just from Paige Plans. So I'll stick this like that. And then I'll just write Color Me Mine in there. Perfect. And then on the third, one of like a mutual friend or like our friends or something like that, however you want to say it, she had like a going away party because she quit her job and she's like going back to school, I guess. So for that, let's use a gray label. And it wasn't like a birthday party, like I said, it was a going away party. So I'm trying to think if there's like balloons or like what I could use for that. We went to Dave & Buster's, and if you don't know what that is, it's like a bar and like an arcade type thing. It's a franchise, like it's a thing. I just don't know if it's like out of the United States. But for that, I think I am gonna pull out some like balloons just because she has presents, but it wasn't really like, you know, a birthday thing. I might use a llama. This looks fun. So these are from JB Planning, and it's just like a party llama. Can you see? There we go. And maybe I'll zoom you guys in a little bit. That's a good idea. There we go. Not too bad. Okay. Then on the 4th, it was very beginning at the beginning of the month. Wow, words. It was very busy at the beginning of the month. There we go. And then on the 4th, I had a show that I was in, which was like very spur of the moment, but it was tons of fun. And it was an improv show, and I haven't done improv, like, I wouldn't say professional setting, but like in front of people in a long time. So it was tons of fun, but I'm gonna use one of my like acting masks for that from Knockout Print Shop because it was at a theater. And then the 5th was the first day of session 1. So I do want to mark that, but I'm going to mark it with one of these like little checkbox things because I didn't go, I was actually off. And to mark that I was off, like all of the days that I was away from summer camp, I'm going to use these little strips of glitter washi, I guess you could say. And let's move this over. I do have to say that these are probably my favorite spreads to film because I have all the answers, like I know all the things. And then once it's done, like I know it's done. Okay, are these the same size? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So for this stuff, I'm just gonna put it maybe like smack in the middle. I feel like that's a good plan. But line it up on the other side. How was June for you guys? Was it a good month? Was it a bad month? Was it eh? I think it was a pretty decent month. Like, could have been worse, could have been better. If I could just put this down properly, awesome. Okay, perfect. And then nothing on the 6th, because I was just, you know, working my little tush off. And then I need another one of these labels. Why can't I get this straight? That's hard. Okay, so I'm going to use another one over on Wednesday because I missed Wednesday as well. And I will know what these mean. I probably won't, but like, I can't think of a better way to do it. Wow, those are off. Why? Why? It's just the 5th. I don't like the one on the 5th. That's the problem. It's the problem child. Okay, there. We're leaving it. It's staying. Okie dokie. So then on the 8th, yes, on the 8th I had payday because I didn't work the 9th. Not by my choice. It was the kids' last day of school, so their mom came and got them. They went to like a picnic or something? I forget. Anyways, so I had a bill due on this day, so I'm going to use one of these pink flags. And I haven't done this marble washi, which is really pretty, so we'll do one of these. And my beauty con was due. And then we went to see Everything Everything. And I talked about it in my favorites video, which is also going up today. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. But I loved it. It was amazing. So, let's go with this glittery label for that. And I'll just slide that in there. And I think I'm just going to use this like little teeny tiny heart for that. And that was that for that day. And the 9th, I was off of work, like I said. So I'm going to use, not GCT, or not summer camp, but my nanny job. So I'm just using these like for all the days that I'm not working some job, something. Okay, so then the 11th, I had 2 bills due. I had Scribble Prints and Glam Planner. So we're kind of even on all the colors. Let's do pink and green. I'll do pink on the bottom. And I've been loving Scribble Prints mystery kits. Same with Glam Planner's mystery kits lately, like the summer ones. I really liked them. They weren't like super on the girly side. They were just really, really pretty. And I'm excited to use her birthday one. So there are those. And then, so the 12th was finals day, which, oh man, that was so much fun. And then we also went to a birthday party that night. So for that, I am going to use, okay, let's go with this one for the party. And I'll use a little present. Which one do I want to use? We'll do the light blue one. And then it was finals day, like I said, and I didn't go to camp that day. So we need one of these guys. I think I'm going to use one of the, no, there's a lot of these. So I'm just going to stack the, or we can leave a little space. And there's that day. For finals, I think I'll use an exclamation point. Because it's like, whoa, finals. I'll just stick this in the like corner over here. And on the 13th is the day that I got my nails done. My nails and my brows done for graduation. So I'm going to use this guy. And I think I'm going to put it on one of these. I think this is a good idea. I think these are like good for like little appointments, and like you could use the rest of the stuff as like events. So if you have like a lot of appointments and whatnot, it's easy to tell the difference between them. But anyways, nails and brows. And then this was also the day that I got my mail from you guys. A few of you guys sent me some like really cute and adorable packages and letters, and I was just like so happy that you guys were thinking about me. So I'm going to use one of the marble labels for that because it was so sweet. And then let's use a gray like envelope, and then I'll write sub email in there. And then on the 14th it was my pen pal's birthday, and I'm gonna run out of things to mark birthdays with, but that's okay. I'll figure something out. So let's use, oh, you know what? I'm not going to use this yet. I'm going to save this one, and I'm going to use a pink envelope on top of a blue label for her birthday since she's my pen pal. I'll just put this in here, and that works perfectly if I could place it right. Okie dokie. There's that. And then payday on the 15th, because I didn't work on the 16th because that was my graduation, and it was so much fun. So graduation, I was off work. That's like kind of a given, but I guess I'll mark it in. So we'll put that here, and then I think what I'm going to do, it's kind of, I don't know if I want to do it. It's kind of weird, but there is this like thicker strip that goes over 2 days, and I thought it would be fun to write like graduation on it, because, oh wait, it doesn't go over 2 days. It kind of goes in the middle. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, JK. Okay, I'm just going to use a glittery appointment label for both of these things because I graduated on the 16th, and then I had my like graduation family dinner thing on the 17th. So I'll put both of those in. And obviously there's nothing that's like graduation-y because this is like a monthly kit. But I'll just use hearts, and we'll go with the pink and a blue for that. And then it was Shauna's birthday on the 17th as well, so let's use let's go with pink. Maybe? No. Let's do gray. We haven't done a gray one in a little bit. So we'll do this one with the other birthday sticker. And then I'm going to need another birthday sticker for Ava's down on the 28th. But there's that. And then we have the full box for Father's Day. We really didn't do much. We kind of just chilled at home. So that's why there's nothing there. Nothing on these days. And then 22nd. Oh wow, 22nd was a payday as well because I didn't work on the 23rd because it was show day on the 23rd. So I was off work. Oh, it was one of your guys' birthdays too. I need more birthday icons. Let me pull those out. Okay, so I was off work. I was off my nanny job on this day. I just took so many days off. Like, this is not good. Don't do that. But it's okay. So I'm going to use one of these guys down here for that, like for the show, and I'll use a little heart for that. And then for the birthday, let me pull out let's use these. What's a good color? Do these match? Kind of. I'm just going to do light blue. It's not like the best match in the world, but it's good enough for me. So it was Permita's birthday as well. And let's use this like light teal. And I'm going to stick the birthday on this side. And these are from Paws Paper, by the way, the little presents. And the 24th, oh, I worked on the 24th. I finally did a nanny job, which was helpful. Helped me keep on track. But for that, I think I'm going to use this guy. No. I'm going to do pink, because I feel like there's not a lot of pink over here. So I'm going to do pink, and we'll do an asterisk for work. Gray will do. And then nothing on the 25th. Session 2 started on the 26th. So let's do this one. You can do this one now. And then, oh, I had a bill due on the 27th. So I can use one of these guys. And what do I want to do? What color do I want to do? I guess gray. That works. Gray for that. This reminds me, I have to go on Cratejoy and select my new subscription boxes, which will be so much fun. Oh, you couldn't see. There's that. And then it was Ava's birthday on the 28th. So let's put that in on a marble label. And then I also went and saw 47 Meters Down, and it was a really, I wouldn't say like it was a spectacular movie, but I would say that there were a lot of things that I thought were really good, and there were some things that I thought were like corny, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. If you like shark movies, or if you like, you know, kind of suspense movies, I guess, it was really good. But if you're not like super into that stuff, I would say like just wait, like save your money and wait until it's out of theaters and like on Redbox or something. Let's do pink, blue, purple. You know what? I think I'm gonna cut this and use this for the movie. I don't know why, but I think that's a good idea. So let me pull out my X-Acto knife somewhere. Whoa, that was weird. My light flickered. Let's pull this out and we'll slice and dice this. There we go. I don't know why that's kind of like done in like a weird fashion. I don't know exactly what that's for, but interesting. And then I'll do the little heart. I could have done the TVs. That would have been smart, but I wasn't thinking. So there's that. And then, oh, I closed my pre-plans. And then the 29th, which is today, I haven't done anything, but tomorrow is payday for me because I am working all 3 days this week. And it is also my dad and my uncle's birthday, and we are going out to dinner for that. So for the birthdays, let's go with you know what? I think I'm gonna do 2 of these on top of each other for the birthdays, so that that's like the 2 birthdays. And then for the dinner, I'll do a label. We'll do pink. That fits like perfectly. And then we'll do another birthday present. And is there like a food thing? Not really. I don't really have anything that's good for that. So let's just do an asterisk. We will do the light blue. And then there's all these trash cans, so like might as well use them, huh? I think so. So we'll do gray and teal, no. Pink, no. Yeah. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Alright guys, so I'm not too sure how much you missed because when I finished putting things down, I realized that my camera shut off, and normally when it shuts off it's because it's overheated and it like actually dings when it shuts off, so I know, but it didn't overheat this time, it just shut off, and I'm sorry, and I know that's annoying to hear, but yeah, I'm not too sure, but while I was filling things out, I did add in some more like little labels because I saw icons that matched things that I did, so I added in the vet, and then because I had extra labels, I added in like my dress-up days, or like the Tuesday dress-up days at camp, and I really believe that's the only thing that I added in. I did switch out some labels because I misspelled things or I put them in the wrong place, and I feel like I might have said Anna's birthday, but I meant Ava's birthday, like, ugh. It's late and my brain's not working and I'm so sorry. But overall, I'm really excited about how this turned out. I loved it. I couldn't think of much more to add into the sidebar, but that's okay. It's mostly there just for looks, but I'm in love with this and like all the clip art and everything, and I just think it looks so pretty. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me show you what I have left here. I did use up these 2 sheets with like the top portions, and then we have this sheet here with 2 little labels left and some headers, and then this sheet has all of the glitter washi and then some of the like plain colored labels, And then on this sheet we have the glitter washi strips, a ton of icons, and then this is the flag for the new Erin Condren, like the little flag that's in the corner. So I am going to put these in the D-stash pile. I know it's not a whole lot, but I figured like the icons and all the glitter and like most of this stuff is just like a solid color. I figured you guys could use in any spread, so whoever gets that in the D-stash giveaway, hopefully you have use for it. But please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Again, I'm super sorry that my camera cut off, but I hope you guys still enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!